Well, hey guys, welcome back to Adventures with Crystal. Hey, today we're taking the motorcycles out. Today I'm riding with my friend Kellie. Kellie and I get together every so often on the motorcycles. We also shoot photography and we like to travel. Plus, we're both nurses. If you go back and you watch one of my other videos, you're going to see us in Key West together. We actually flew into Miami, rented motorcycles, and took on the Key West Bridge, which was so fun. All right, we're going to hop on Page Road up here, and then from there we're going to get on 270 and head to Illinois, guys. All right, so we're headed to Illinois. We're going to go take on the bridge, guys. Yep, it's the old Chain of Rocks Bridge that they redid. You can get out and walk on it. Brand new parking lot on the Missouri side, and there's supposedly a guard shack there and no danger. Nobody at risk for your car getting broken into, so this should be sweet. All right, we're coming down the ramp and we're getting on 270. 270 is usually a busy road. You know, you look in your rearview mirror and what do you see? A big diesel, of course. Yep. This one looks like it's fully loaded with something. I don't know what that is. You guys know what this is. Let me know. Just put it in the comments below. Can't quite figure this thing out. I don't think I mentioned this, but St. Louis is having a heat wave right now, guys. Our weather has been all over the map. First we had a cold spring, then we had a rainy spring. It just wouldn't quit raining, and now we've got a heat wave going on, guys. Yeah, it is horrible out right now, okay? They said the heat index today should be like 105, and I can tell because I am still hot right now. Even on the motorcycle riding, I am still hot. You know, I knew it was going to be a hot day, so I didn't come in full leathers. Yeah, I usually wear all leathers, but today I didn't. It's just way too hot and I would dehydrate just way too fast. I do have this Harley jacket on. It's a vintage Kevlar jacket. Got this off of eBay. I think it's cute. I really like it a lot. And it lets the wind go through, so much, much nicer than that leather coat. I do have my leather boots on and my leather gloves, of course. You know, I'm a nurse. Kellie's worked with me. We know what we see. And, you know, you got to ride safe. You got to have good stuff on, right? I've seen too many motorcycle wrecks with people's skin peeled off and broken bones, and I just don't want to go there. Yeah. And, of course, I got my full face shield helmet on. Okay? That will help protect my brain, I hope, a little bit. One of the other things I do for safety is I've got a brake-free light on the back of my helmet. If I hit my brake, it blinks, and at other times it recognizes things. You can set it up in multiple ways. You know, it used to kind of freak me out when big trucks would go by and, you know, you kind of feel that wind bump you. They don't really scare me anymore. I don't know why. I just stay in my lane, keep riding, and I'm good. All right, so the place we're going today, that bridge, it's only about a 40-minute drive or so. So we should be there pretty fast. If you've ever been through St. Louis, that surrounding loop, the 270, 40 loop, always construction. There's always roads on construction in St. Louis, so just get ready for it. You guys visit here. Well, the one thing I really hate about road construction is uneven pavement on the roads. All across this bridge, if you're going to Illinois, on the newer bridge, okay, you get this stuff. They're working on it. I know they're fixing it, but God, they're taking forever. And dragging my camper across this is not a fun time, guys. Okay? Yeah. Construction. All right, we are on the ramp to get down this thing. Yay. We are almost there, guys. We just got to tolerate this stuff, this uneven pavement, just for a little bit here. All right, it's just right up here on the left. Just gotta find the new entrance. They said it's beautiful and it's all concrete. And like I said, there's a guard shack there. Maybe I should call it the Park Welcoming Committee. Looks nice.
But no driving on the bridge.
Darn it. I know.
And no jumping off either.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that was pretty darn funny. She told me I couldn't ride the motorcycle over the bridge, and then she told me I couldn't jump off the bridge. Okay. She must have read my mind, though, because dang, I'd really like to ride this over that old bridge. This is really nice, guys. All concrete. They got a pavilion over there to the right. If you look far across to my motorcycle, you can see the bridge that we're going to walk across. Now, we just got to find a place to park. And you know me in parking, this will be interesting. Well, you know, it's super hot, and I'm going to try to find a place that's got shade here. I'm just gonna kind of figure it out as I go. Looks like over to the right is the only shade in the entire place. Okay, so I'm gonna do a thing where I back in this time, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna back in. I've actually lost some weight, guys. Yeah. So now that I'm like 126, it's really harder to push a 700-pound motorcycle. Yeah, I've lost some muscle, I think, along with fat. But I like it better, I feel better, and I feel healthier. Yeah, so much for my healthy thing, huh? Just pushing it and getting the strength. I guess I need to get the weights out again to be able to push this. Just a little bit more to go, and I'll be done. Just gotta keep going, right? Push, push, push. I am so sweaty, I can't hardly get my gloves off. Yeah. Hot.
Yeah.
Humming hummingbirds the other day pretty good. And now I guess they must be nesting because they're not around as often. But for a while, I was getting great hummingbirds. They're just, you know. And then, what did I do? And then this morning a bluebird was there, but I didn't have my camera out to get the bluebird. And so, oh my God. Okay. How's that water?
Good. You want some?
I got some. I remember last time when we did this, and it's like, shit, I didn't bring water, and I'm drinking yours. I was like, no, I gotta bring water. I was gonna bring my long zoom, and I thought, nah, I don't want to ruin it. You know?
And just as you would expect photographers to do, you bring your good camera and you take good pictures of your motorcycle. You find those moments when it's going to photograph well. We're going to try to head over to Missouri Bottoms. There's a sunflower field over there, and we're going to go see if we can get sunflower pictures. They're not usually there until the second week of July, but we're going to try. Maybe we'll see a few that are early. It's not that far. All right, so Kellie's going to take off, and she's going to be leading us this time. Well, Kellie is stopping. It looks like she has found another photo op for our motorcycles. Cool. Yep, the bridge is more in the background there, so we'll get some shots here. You know, I almost thought about selling this motorcycle, but the more I ride it, the more I love it. I like the Hydroglide that I bought in 2024 one. It's nice, but you know what? I really do love this motorcycle. Wow, I really love how they increase the safety here. This is awesome. They even have to open the gate to let you out. That makes me feel so much better about visiting here. We're about a 10-minute drive down a country road to get to the sunflower field. So it's not far at all, guys. Yeah, more construction, don't you love it? But it gets better after this. Over to the right, if you look way across that field, the river is actually over there, pretty far. One thing you guys should know this year is not to take the second entrance, okay? We got down there and the road was closed, so we had to come back and take the first entrance. There's normally sunflowers up here, so we're just going to check it out and see if there are. Well, usually there's some right here. I don't see anything. And off to the right, you should be able to see some sunflowers over that way too. And there's none. You know, we had that rainy spring, so that's probably what did it, guys. Maybe the seeds they planted all washed away, or they haven't planted them. I just can't believe there's nothing here. Well, the road is really nice. It's paved. I'm liking this. They kind of improved this. But still no sunflowers. And now we're in gravel. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do this. I'm going to kind of get myself turned around here and get out of the gravel, because I hate gravel. Kelly is definitely a smarter motorcycle rider than me, because she is at least out there on the compact gravel. I'm in the squishy crap. Dang it.
Okay, now you should be able to.
Yeah, I'll be out of here. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. How are you?
Oh my God, Kelly is such a good friend. Only a good friend would walk down the gravel road and push you backwards out of it. Well, that was just a bit disappointing. No sunflowers. Well, maybe in a few weeks I'll try back again and see what I can find. Well, we're burning up and we're gonna take off and go find lunch and get something to drink. I'm feeling dehydrated. My fingers feel cramped up. My stomach feels crampy. And it looks like we're in for another detour. So we're gonna be going up here somewhere to the right, I guess. We'll find our way. We have stopped here at Olive, and we're going to be up here making a left, and then we're going to eat at Bristol's. We're going to have some of their fabulous iced tea because it's so freaking hot. Maybe some fish, something good. Oh no, it's closed. It's Saturday afternoon. Ugh.